Alright guys, so Iman Gadzhi is scamming people again. Now, this coaching space is just getting out of hand. So again, my name's Louis guys. I sold for Charlie Morgan in the high ticket coaching space for 2 years, and I've been looking on YouTube today and this whole WAP thing is happening and it is getting out of hand. What is going on in this space in terms of people just feeling like they have the right to take money for others that just want to better themselves. And I want to shout out Ryan Duncan. He's a small creator on YouTube as well. This guy's an absolute weapon. I got a lot of this information off him, but it really just kind of compounds the fact that I gave up a 15K a month commission check selling for Charlie Morgan for these exact reasons. Now, I'm not going to put Charlie in the same boat as E-Man, of course, but it's just this whole world of like high ticket coaching and selling courses and not having any personal responsibility for the outcome. I mean, like this WAP deal with E-Man, like all these hidden fees, shutting down comments, deleting comments, it's just getting out of hand. Like, how big of an ego are these people building that they just feel like it's okay to literally lie and take money from people? And look, even with Charlie, man, like, I spent a good year and a half trying to sell to people who thought that there was completely pound results. There was no upfront payment. They get on the call, they've got only a little bit of money. They thought they weren't going to have to put any money down. They want to make a difference to their life, and then you smack them with a 10K price tag on the end of it. And Charlie's not even taking the coaching calls anymore. It's just like, what are we doing? Where along the way over the last 5 or 6 years, where did we lose some respect for the people that we're dealing with? I mean, E-Man's got probably hundreds of thousands of people in this webinar, and he's, telling people how they're going to change their life. You don't have to have any experience to be a coach. You don't know what you're going to have to do. Give me $1,500 and I'll tell you everything. And then he's going to slap them with hidden fees. He doesn't actually tell them how to do the deliverables. It's all very fluffy, high-level marketing. Building a course is really hard. Like, I'm currently in the trenches doing it, and I'm seeing all this stuff going on. I'm just thinking, what is going on? At the core, like, online coaching and course creation is like a really, really good idea. It gives opportunities like this. Like, it's a beautiful day in Valencia, Spain here. I'm able to live in my nice apartment, out in Spain and live the good life. And But being in that world, it just started to really eat away at me. Now, yeah, I'm going to create a course. I'm going to make it $100 a month. I'm never going to increase the price. I'm never going to tell you that there's going to be X, Y, and Z. It's all deliverable focus. It's all outcome focus. There's no high level stuff. I'm not putting myself on camera in a fancy chair and a nice suit. I just don't care. Like, I don't care about that stuff. And we've really just as like a community just like lost like what's important to people. And this isn't like this isn't going to be my real video for the day. I've got a video about objection handling that I'm making currently right now, but I just felt like I had to say something about this because this coaching space is so unregulated. Imagine if this happened in the medical industry or insurance. Well, that's probably a bad example. Finance, housing, property, anything like that. If this level of like debaucherous behavior was going on in any other regulated industry, these people would be in jail, in court cases, all this sort of stuff. It's just be careful. Don't trust everything you hear on the internet. I'm even for me, like I hope that you guys don't just blindly listen to everything I say. Do a bit of research, do your own thinking, do your own studying. Like, I like to think that maybe I can be a little bit different. And Ryan Duncan, shout out to this guy again. I'm even going to link his YouTube channel in the comments because this guy is actually really telling it how it is. He's clearly successful. He's met E-Man, he's met Alex. So he's got one perspective, which is really quite interesting. I think for me, my perspective, like coming from selling in this world, it's like you really have to like give up a piece of your personal dignity to do this stuff to people. And that was what was really eating away at me, like I was just getting to the point where I just lost a bit of self-respect. Like, I was like, what am I doing? Do I really want to be making my income for myself and my family off like manipulating people into buying a high ticket course that may or may not get them results? And the answer to that was no. And the conclusion that I've come to is I love the coaching side of things. I love the idea theoretically of of coaching in general and info products, because I mean, everything that's allowed me to live here has actually come from information I bought off the internet. So like, it does work, right? But the one-on-one coaching stuff is just been so rewarding for me. I mean, the clients I've worked with, just signed another client the other day, and they're already getting results. They're already closing deals. They're already, improving their sales process because I am taking a responsibility over this person. And it's like, Iman's just sitting in his nice office somewhere, just shouting all of this rhetoric and taking zero responsibility for the outcome, and deleting, comments and slapping people with big fees after he spent millions of dollars on marketing. It's just like, what are we doing, guys? And again, like, going back to Hormozi, like, why I think everyone likes this guy so much is really what he's making most of his money on is like, all of his money is like the investing side, right? So what he does is he takes a responsibility in someone else's business and backs it with money, and he gets the reward. Like, what happened to a bit of ownership, and a bit of responsibility and a bit of respect for the people around you? Because at the end of the day, the people that are going to be facilitating the lifestyle that we all want to live, i.e. the people that buy my course or the people that invest in Iman stuff, like, those are the people that have allowed him to be rich and do all the cool stuff that you guys like to watch, like drive the nice cars and buy his mum a house. I've seen the videos. So he should be, like, in the analogy of the Bible, like washing the feet of the people who are giving him the power and the opportunity. Except he's deciding to slap them with big fat fees and, lie about what he's going to deliver on and not actually give them any tangible things to build a course. If Iman has said to you in a video recently that you can build a course with zero experience, he is straight up lying to your face, because that is not how the world works. You're going to spend a lot of time and a lot of money in something that isn't going to work. You would be much better off going and working for someone, getting a job, and then doing it that way. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of weigh in on this a little bit, and just say like how sort of like disappointed I'm getting with this world, and how things are taking a turn for the worst. And I feel like a lot of people are starting to get fed up with this. So just be careful, guys. Like, just don't blindly spend your money. Like, if you ever get on a sales call, people are going to hate me, but hit people with a think about it objection. If they're good and if the product lines up, they'll be able to get you over it. But just take some space, take a bit of time, do your research, go to untrusted sources, like not Trustpilot or their website. Look at Reddit, look on YouTube, look for information outside of the control of the person. That is really important, because I just don't want to see anyone get scammed. I really just don't want to see that happen to anyone. Because I was scammed, I bought, not scammed, but I bought Montel Gordon's course ages ago. And like, it helped me, build like a website and like a name for my business, but it didn't make me any money. So yeah, guys, just be careful, I'm going to drop a objection handling video later today as well. So I hope that's going to be helpful for you guys too, and kind of like building your skill set on that. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one.